Niall Horan is on with Bennett on Most Requested Live.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, hello.
Man.
How's things?
Hey, I'm good, man. How's everything with you?
I'm all right. Busy.
Congrats on this single, man. Heaven is so good, catchy, melodic. We just love it, man. So congrats on the project.
Thank you very much. No, it's I wanted to get it right before I came back. So I'm glad that the reaction's been off the charts. It's been so exciting. You know, you never know what you're going to get when you release for the first time in 3 or 4 years. So
Yeah,
come back and
nervous, excited, just all the above, just all the emotions.
all of it. Yeah, more nervous than anything. You know, it's very easy to be excited about music you make because you like it anyway. You just it's more a will to people, you know. And some of the streaming numbers this weekend have been insane, and they should keep them going, please. But and just the general reaction, you know, radio stations, and yeah, it's just been nuts.
Yeah, we love playing it here on Most Requested Live, of course. I just love the meaning of the song too. I just appreciate the fact that the concept of timelines and trying to meet the standards of society, and like you're like, no, screw all that. How did the song come about, and just walk me through the process of it?
Yeah, I guess there's a bit of maturing going on. You know, I think we always talk about formative years being like 18 to 20 something, you know, early 20s. I don't think many people talk about that gap between 25 and 29. A lot has changed for me, you know, at home. And it's been really good. And yeah, things change and kind of changes the music and changes what you write about. So yeah, I guess that's the kind of overall deal, yeah.
Yeah, as I became a new dad 2 years ago, and I feel
Congrats.
like, thanks, man, I appreciate it. I feel like that's what the song's about, this message of like, you know, these timelines that society puts in place for us, that starts super early. I realize that as a dad, like people compare their kids like out of the womb, like this is how it starts. And then it's like what you said, you know, in terms of like, you know, you got to get married at this age, buy a house at this age, you know, you have to have all these, you hit all these criterias, and it's not right.
Yeah, I know it is crazy, but you just kind of go along with it because that's what you're told, you know.
Right.
And then if you don't hit that certain milestone, it's kind of like, oh, I failed at life. Well, no, you didn't. You didn't. You just did it in your own time, or you're going to do it, or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's all relative, you know. It's like anything. It doesn't even have to be marriage or kids. It can be just anything in your life. But yeah, there's also like there's pressures for like school kids, and there's pressures for college kids, and there's you go to college, you get your degree, you get a job within a year, you do all of this, and there's no time for breathing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Before you know it, you're 30 something and feel like you haven't done anything. And yeah, I've kind of always been kind of one of those people. I've been lucky, you know, with the life that I've had, but like even when I was younger, I always kind of I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Well, this bridge, you're going to be turning 30 this year. What do you think this maturation, this you growing up and seeing the world a little bit differently, some perspective? What do you think that's how that's affected your music, or you know, this album, the show, you know, coming out June 9th?
Yeah. No, I think the pandemic was definitely, obviously I had a pandemic in those years, so there was a lot more time to kind of sit around and do the big thinking. And I think that's where a lot of this came from. You know, life is like a show, and that's where the album title really came from. And then I was able to write tunes around that, and in that kind of songs like Heaven and other ones that you'll hear, it'll all make sense when you hear the whole thing. I guess the show just kind of sounds like the show right now, because no one's heard the rest of the songs. But yeah, it's just like a good through line that life is like a show, and we do things well, we do things badly, we mess up, we do our own thing, you know, living in the moment, all that good stuff. It'll all make sense when you hear the record, but it's definitely changed, mainly because of the pandemic, you know. There's a lot of big thinking going on, less out and about, more like at home, living in here 24/7.
Absolutely. Is there a song on this upcoming album that you're excited for your fans to listen to? Like maybe one that will surprise them a little bit, or is there one that you kind of circled there?
Sorry?
Is there one that you kind of circled on that track list? You're like, man, I cannot wait to have them hear this.
Yeah, no, there's one that the minute I wrote it, I was like, I guarantee this will be a fan favorite. Because like when you're writing a record, you're writing for yourself. Like you're trying to do your thing and write about things in your life and things you see, observations. But you're also thinking like you're trying to make, first of all, you're trying to make it relatable to everyone else. And you're thinking about gigs, and you're also thinking about previous stuff that has done well that you can see your fans enjoying. And I think there's one song in particular. There's a few songs that I think they'll be fan favorites, but there's one that I think they'll really, really like. I just know.
What's it called, Niall? What's it called?
No, it's called None of Your Business.
Damn, I tried. We got this look forward to. That news you dropped the other week was so exciting. All this to look forward to, and then of course Voice, which is coming up in a little bit here, March. How pumped are you? Was it season 23? This is crazy. Of The Voice, you're the rookie. Has the fellow coaches been good to you as the newbie on the set?
Yeah, myself and Chance, the rapper, are the new kids, and we sit in the middle next to each other, looking after each other. But yeah, no, it's been such a laugh. Like it's been such a fun experience, like working with artists, seeing all these new young singers and the talent that's going around. You know, it's like it's crazy, and if none of them like make it on the show, I'm sure we'll be seeing them again. It's like The Voice has an unbelievable level of talent. But just like aside from that, the on camera and off camera banter with the other coaches is just like the text chain is like
oh, I bet.
Yeah, like Clarkson can talk and she's very good at it. That's hence the fact she's got her own talk show. And Blake is just an absolute beauty, and this is his last season, so he's enjoying himself. And then Chance is just like the smartest, most eloquent music geek genius. Like the stuff he knows about music, and he just thinks with like a producer's mind, which you don't see a lot in artists actually. And you can tell he's got that like independent kind of artist vibe about him, and he's just a cool guy, sweet as hell. And yeah,
I can't wait to see everyone's chemistry on this.
Yeah, the producers are like, we do the show, but we don't like look at the reality side of it, like all the background stories, how they're in the show. But from what I hear, the edit's very good and funny. So I think it's March 6th.
Yeah, it's almost
6
here.
or 7, I'm not sure. March 6th. Yeah, you don't want to miss that first episode for sure, because the first day of auditions was funny. I felt sorry for the editor.
Hey, before I let you go, I have to ask this. We ask this every Most Requested Live interview. I love the responses. The song you wish you wrote. Was there a song that's come out the last 2 years, maybe as you're writing this album, the show, that maybe inspired you? That you're like, man, I wish I thought of that first.
That's a good question. Shit, that's a good question. I need help with that. Do you know what I do love? I love Steve Lacy.
Yes.
His Grammy performance was sick. I wish I knew you wanted me.
He's so good live too. He's so good.
Yeah, so good. Proper musician. Probably that. Yeah, that's. Yeah. There's been other ones. God, it's when you're on the spot and you're like, oh shit.
That's a good answer. Steve Lacy.
Yeah, bad
habit, man.
Bad habit. That's the one.
That's
the one I like. He's so sick.
Well, Niall, appreciate the time on Most Requested Live. Congrats on Heaven, man. Can't wait to hear this full record in June. Just congrats on everything, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it, man. See you soon.
We'll talk soon.